Hello, welcome. This is Maniac Tim with Maniac Sports. I know I have not been on a lot this week due to some issues that I had going on. I'm going to be back on again next week at the regularly scheduled time, God willing. But yeah, I just thought I'd come on at least for a little while, just talk a little Lions news. Might be some old news, but one of the things that in team building is having your team back itself. As far as your players are going to have the back of your other players. You're going to go ahead and build that camaraderie with with the players. Uh, so hey, welcome to Maniac Sports. Uh, Glad you could join. And but what I was starting to say is that having camaraderie on that team and knowing that your fellow players are going to have your back, stick up for you, and actually do what right for the team and for winning. Now, in what we've seen in um, Iowa is that two of our players that we drafted, you know, they had their backs even in the media, and it was said, and yeah, I read an article on Pride of Detroit where, of course, Sam Laporte and Jack Campbell, they went ahead and they helped get this team together, to get them on a winning note. I mean, yeah, it's good to have the competition between the uh, the offense and defense to see who can excel better, and to really lift up. I mean, I like that kind of competition, but I do not like it when a team's on a downswing and you're blaming it all on that team. That like you're blaming all on the defense, and well, the offense is doing their job, but the defenses or vice versa, whatever it may be. So, you just go ahead, and it's good to know that the players around you, that even though you're on different units, you're working to achieve that goal. You know, so that's what, and that's what the Lions are doing by when they brought in Sam Laporte and also Jack Campbell. They brought him in to also, to build this as a team. So you may have the, Aaron Glenn, and you may have um, Ben Johnson, competing to be who's the better unit and stuff like that. But me, I want them both to be the best unit. I want them to be both to be within the top 10, and the one to elevate the other. You know, and then the other to go ahead and pick up, go ahead and pick up slack when the other is losing it. And of course that goes with all three teams, because you have special teams, you have of course offense and defense. Those are basically your three sets of teams, and each teams have units and stuff like that too. So, but welcome to Tim's Maniac Sports, and like I said, I appreciate everybody who comes in to take a look, spend your time on me, and as you see, I am kind of got a little bit of new gear on right now. Uh, but that's not what it's about. It's about football, and it's about getting your guys' opinions on things. You know, what's your opinion? I mean, as far as on what do you think? What do you think the Lions have done right and maybe have done wrong? And That's just one of the things that one question that I want you guys to answer. Where you know, I mean, we were shocked at some of, I was shocked at some of the draft picks that they made, for sure. I'm not gonna lie. It as it boiled down to later on, it looked, it came together and really was more for what we needed. But when you got people like C.J. Gardner Johnson that's saying, you know, the grass is greener in Detroit than it is in Philadelphia, and heck, Philadelphia was in the Super Bowl last year. You know, a few years back, it's been quite a few years back, but they won the Super Bowl. So I mean, somebody like C.J. Gardner Johnson must see something going on in Detroit. So it's change. He took less money than what he could have got maybe at Philadelphia or somewhere else, because he can be something. Just think, if you're on the team, if you're a part of the team that actually turns the Lions around and actually wins, goes to the Super Bowl, wins the Super Bowl, wins playoffs. Just think what type of prestige that is to be part of that franchise, to be part of that team that made that leap, turned the corner, you know. And another topic that I do want to touch on, I know this probably hasn't beat you, you know, has been beat over with, by a stick by a lot of people and stuff like that. But Jameson Williams suspension, guys, we all heard this week the NFL came up with, showing more, teaching more guidelines to the players and showing them more or less showing them actually what's right, what's wrong, and stuff like that. To teach, more or less train them on the rights, on the do's and don'ts on gambling, and what you're going to get in trouble for, and what is safe to do, and what you definitely don't want to do. Now, that's kind of like hindsight is 2020. Oh bad, oh sad, too bad to Detroit Lions and other players that were caught up, and it really wasn't clear. Now, in my opinion, it just seems kind of shady too. Where and I'm not saying that this was done against the Lions just to stop him from winning, because he did what he did. But in seeing another article, is that where this is not a negotiated thing between the NFL and the Players Association. It, as far as in the CBA, it is for the integrity of the league. So, is it true that players don't actually get to see their offense, proof of their offense? You know, or is it, I mean, I think you should at least be able to see that. Now, from what I heard and read, is that this is, I mean, the Players Association does work out the deal on an individual case before the suspension is handed down. Now, were they going to go ahead and suspend Williams for the whole year if he didn't take this more or less plea bargain? Is what I'm going to call it. Is that why? Is that why? Players don't go ahead and really fight it, because you kind of have a plea. It's definitely a write up a suspension. You go ahead and you work out with the Players Association before on what the punishment is going to be, and what the NFL and the Players Association before what, and then you just kind of accept it because we know there was a couple guys that were the whole year was suspended from the Lions, so the Lions just went ahead and cut them. So is this integrity of the game now? For me, okay, I'm not gonna say I'm a big gambler. I am really not a gambler at all. So it's if I gamble, it's very seldom, very once in a while. But for me, it's kind of like a double standard. I do think you shouldn't be able to bet on any football game, any NFL football games at all times. When you're an NFL player, because you can, or coach or anybody on the staff, because you can have effects. But if you're betting against a team that has nothing to do with football, nothing to do where you can affect the outcome, that's just dang wrong to go ahead and suspend a player for that, especially as long as you suspend them for. You know, and when you go ahead and you have gambling all over the place, NFL is, NFL has gambling and stuff like that, and it supports gambling. But I mean, I know you gotta keep up the integrity, and you gotta keep up the part where it's, you know, you cannot have players throwing games, fixing games, or anything like that, for sure. But you cannot, if somebody's, like I said, if they're betting on something that's not even to do with football, you know, there's no there's no reason you should be able to just suspend a player for that. Hi, welcome to Maniac Sports. I see I do got a viewer again. Thank you for stopping in. Uh, I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Oh, the viewers. Okay, but thank you. Anybody who wants in, free to pop in. Uh, I want to thank everybody who's listening. Please share the show. Uh, if somebody wants, you know, has any questions and stuff like that. I'm also looking for starting new new things uh, and new sections as far as in looking at things that are smashing. You know, what I mean, this is Maniac Sports, of course. So I want to hear, and you guys can post it on my Facebook or here or whatever, or on YouTube, you know, but Facebook, just go ahead and post it. Please join Maniac Sports Facebook group. Post, what's your favorite smash and grab play that you seen last year in the season? As far as, and what I mean by smash and grab, I mean somebody went ahead and to me it doesn't matter any team that you're on, but somebody goes ahead and you sack a running back or you sack a quarterback and you knock that ball out of the hands, and you go ahead and you cause a fumble, you grab it, you take it down, you know, for a great run back. That's what I'm meaning about smash and grab. Also, you go ahead and you go in any type of fumble that is caused. So what is your then? And this can be from any team. And if you want to go ahead and post the videos on either Tim's Maniac Sports page, Facebook, or even uh, Tim's Maniac Sports group, either one of those. Or if y'all want to leave a comment for me in my show too, feel more than welcome to do that. You know, and like I said, you know, just you know, also, I want to hear what brings out the fan in you. What is it that gives you that love of the game? And then once you decide that, then you have the answer as far as what brings out the maniac in you. I'm probably not going to keep this going a real long time, especially since there's not a lot of people on here right now. Definitely going to be back on Monday at 11 o'clock. Like I say, I apologize for Tuesday, Wednesday, or for Wednesday and Thursday, and also Friday. I had some things that I could not get it done. Then today I was, or earlier Saturday, I was also busy. So look for us to be back Monday. Uh, Hopefully Tristan will be able to join me then. Uh, but thank you guys for coming and watching. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, tell your friends about it. And like I say, I'm always looking for guests. Anybody who wants to be a guest, please let me know. We can talk about your team too. I don't care if I don't care if you're a Packers fan. I don't care if you're um, 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 Buffalo Bills fan. I don't care if you're a Miami Dolphins fan. You want to be on this show, we can talk about your team too. So it's any NFL team and also any sports team, you know. But for now, I'm gonna say good night. Thank you guys for watching. Um, this is Maniac Tim. What brings out the maniac in you? You guys have a good day.